What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Recently, Tariq Nasheed stopped by Adam 22's podcast, which is called No Jumper. And him and No Jumper, which is Adam and Flacco, talked about a lot of different things, discussing the black community, also FBA, which is Foundational Black American. It's very similar to what we know as ADOS, okay? And that pretty much gives people such as myself and other homegrown African Americans the ability to differentiate themselves by lineage from those other blacks who may come from countries like Nigeria or Ghana or the Caribbean, to kind of delineate ourselves from them. All right. And I think the interview was very good. It was very well organized. I like the commentary on all parties involved, especially Brother Flacco did a really good job. But Flacco, he got to the point early on. He wanted to know what did Tariq Nasheed what was his position about Fresh and Fit. Now I want to get into that. I'll play the clip from what Tariq Nasheed said, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
So let's just start off straight to the fuck shit, man. Fresh and Fit. You said Myron is Team Bussy. Now, first off, explain what Team Bussy is, man.
Somebody who might be moist. Somebody might be a little moist.
Flexible.
Yeah, somebody who might be a little sassy.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, the problem that I have with Myron and a lot of other people is that the anti-FBA vitriol he was spitting, talking about foundational black Americans were kind of lazy and they just don't work hard. And, you know, this dude is from a country that failed and he had to flee from his failed country. So it looked kind of weird him saying that. So a lot of people had to check him on that.
Of course. Now, and you're speaking directly to like the Asian doll thing or to like them when they went ahead and like, I think they were saying they don't date darkies and, you know, like those aspects.
All of that ties in because a lot of people who are non-FBA, they come from places where they worship white people. So they'll come over here with a lot of vitriol towards foundational black Americans and love and worship for white people. So they come over here and all of that ties into this white person is God thing. And then that morphs into you foundational black Americans ain't worth a damn. So that has to be checked and straightened out.
All right, so you heard what he had to say. He considered Myron to be Team Bussy. In other words, Myron's operating allegedly on the other side of he's an alternative lifestyle kind of person. I don't have any proof of that at all. But I think that Tariq Nasheed doesn't really believe that. It's just, he even explains the reason his real issue is with that. Obviously, you know, Tariq Nasheed is a person that can, he has the ability to make jokes and clown people. But his fundamental issue has to do with the fact that Myron and Fresh have taken some personal jabs at the African American community. Now, I've talked to Myron offline before about some of these things, especially when there was a big issue between them and Abba and Preach. And I want to just say this, okay? You have a lot of brothers and sisters from the African diasporan world who live in America. You have a lot of good brothers from the Liberian community, the Ghanaian community, the Nigerian community, brothers from West Africa, Senegal, Mali. You have a lot of brothers who don't look down on African Americans. And I want to personally talk about that because I've made a lot of money working with people from Africa directly. I've made some money working with people from the diaspora and the African American community. So I know that you have people out there who are not hating on what you would consider the original African Americans or the old diaspora, as I've heard it's been called before. Part of it are the foundational Black Americans, or ADOS. But here's the problem. People who take shots at the African American community, but then you are inside of the culture trying to make money off the culture when you can't make money with your own people. It's going to be controversial because I know people like this. I've been in rooms where I've heard people say in times before, I would never, date an African American, something like that. And talking about, African American women, I've heard that, and I obviously wasn't able to, I'll be honest, it was a business deal, right? So you're not going to be able to be like, what you just say? But I've heard somebody say that, and I heard somebody like, yo, chill, that's a personal preference. Okay, fine. But then when you hear the same people, they will go out, and this was years ago. They will go out, and then when you're seeing they're trying to do business, who are they trying to do it with? They're trying to get paid off the culture. Go look at their Instagram. They're asking African Americans to do business with them. The FBA Black Americans, the foundational Black Americans, the ADOS. All right. That's the hypocrisy that I personally don't like, because you won't let me come, and not that I even have that desire. I can come to, let's say, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, and say something like that. I don't want to deal with your people, or your people have this particular problem. Publicly, and say that. That you will be out of the country. You could not even survive 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Because people would deal with you. They would deal with you, and most likely, and God forbid, in South Africa, you will be dealt with in a horrific way. They will never let you come to those countries and say that. And that is my only problem. Guys like Myron that come from Sudan, we're going to just be honest. Can he make money with his Sudanese community like he does with the Black community? I can answer that for you right now. Hell no. No. And in that particular part, Tariq is right. Now, let me say this. For the brothers who are from Sudan and the brothers who are from other parts of Africa and who don't come over and, criticize or group, because it's so easy. And guys, I've been all over Africa. It's easy to say, if you had a camera and you can go in certain parts of any country and look at where it's underdeveloped and look at how people are living, it's easy to make that same case. But now if as a Black American, if you do that, you're bashing the people. It could be true and they'll be right? But now when you see people like academics, and I'm not saying that they're not lying, because we do have a part of a people with a lazy population. But now when you look at who these people are targeting, who they're dealing to business with, most of them are not people from your community. It ain't like you making money with people in that community, are you? Are you making money with Jamaicans or Sudanese people? I don't think so. That's the fundamental problem that I have. That's the thing. Like, you're going to insult a group of people, and then when you want to do business, you're doing business with these same people that you're talking about. Because you can't do it with your own. That's the only issue that I have. Okay? Because it's easily to be said about anybody in any community is lazy. They can be lazy in any culture. Yeah, and if you point that out, then all of a sudden it's a problem. And certain brothers that come from these countries, they talk about Black Americans. If you go to their communities, it's, seriously, it could really get ugly if we're really talking about stuff like that. That's why, like, when I used to hear a lot of Nigerian brothers saying that, I had one brother from Burundi, and he was talking about Black Americans, and he was living in the States. I'm like, bruh, are you, your people are nice people, right? And they all don't think like you. But now, do we need to go there? And we should never have to get to that conversation, because everybody can be improving. But I get what he's saying there. If you can go, I watch Focus on Liberia every day, almost. Channel News in Nigeria. Honestly, All you gotta do is go there and see the problems in the country. And now if you're a Nigerian that has a problem with African Americans, all we gotta do is go to Channel News. That will tell us all we need to know. So that's the only suppression issue that I have there. But guys, what do you say? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junker. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first clip at the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains all-time high. I'm out.